Okay, everyone. We are now going to do my third game of Jeopardy for the Sega Genesis.
Jeopardy.
I currently have a two-game winnings total of $43,000. So we're going to see if I can add on to that $43,000. You saw in my last game I took Jeopardy for a big win for the PS2 console, taking on Gary and John. One daily double in one of these 6 categories.
You are the category.
Historic names: the American Revolution, 20th century persons, alphabet soup, biology, and ants. I will take these categories, and I'm going to start off with 20th century personalities for 100. He was awarded the 1983 Nobel Peace Prize for nonviolent efforts to win Polish rights. It was, Walesa?
You are correct.
Yeah, Lech Walesa. 20th century personalities for 200. This producer's search for Scarlett O'Hara ended with the discovery of Vivian Lee. That's David O. Selznick. And on his old Officer 06 channel, Aubrey had this category.
You are correct.
That's right. 20th century personalities 300. In 1952, Einstein was offered and turned down the presidency of this country. I think it was Israel.
You are correct.
It was Israel. 20th century personalities for 4. The name of this third Secretary General of the UN translates roughly to Mr. Clean. It's Utant. He was serving on Burma's textbook committee.
You are correct.
That's right. 20th century personalities for 5. He served as Secretary of the Army under Kennedy and later as Secretary of State for Carter. Oh, now this I don't know. I know on my old Math 49324 channel I ran the first part. Well,
Right.
I'm not going to run this first part because John just answered with 3 X's, indicating that he doesn't know this answer. And Gary just did the same thing. So as it stands right now, I'm off to a fine start at $1,000. We're not quite done with this part yet.
You know the correct response?
Cyrus Vance was the correct question. Okay, let's go with historic names for 100. Lionel Barrymore, Christopher Lee, and Tom Baker have all played this Mad Monk on film. Oh, I don't know this. John rings in. Rasputin.
You are correct.
Alright, so John is at -400 and he gets to make the next choice. American Revolution 100. Washington's army faced smallpox as well as winter's cold at this Pennsylvania campsite. Not Fort McHenry, that's in Maryland, I think. Yeah, Valley Forge.
You are correct.
My instinct was right. It was not Fort McHenry. American Revolution for 200. George III's German mercenaries, some of whom came from Hesse. Gary rings in. Yeah, the Hessians.
You are correct.
I just thought of that, and then Gary rang in. Alphabet Soup 100. Churchill's symbol for victory, or the Roman symbol for 5. It's a V.
You are correct.
That's right. The American Revolution for 300. He was a colonel and aide to Washington, then became the first Treasury Secretary. Oh, I don't know. Let's see if Gary does. Nope.
Sorry.
So he drops down. Deeper. John rings in. Alexander Hamilton. Okay.
You are correct.
He's pictured on the $10 bill, and that gets John out of the hole. Biology 100. This frequent victim of biology class dissections is of genus Rana. It is a frog. I have seen this category a lot. There are also 5 different clues in this category that Aubrey encountered on the SNES version, which I'm hoping to encounter myself. Okay, Alphabet Soup for 200. Letter which stops your camera lens and your progress in school. It's an F, and I know for a fact that I have not gotten an F before.
You are correct.
The only times I ever got Fs. I don't know. Alphabet Soup for 300. The unit of computer capacity equal to 1024 bytes is represented by this letter. I think it's K. Now, I should know this because this is part of my major.
You are correct.
It is. I'm glad I got that. Alphabet Soup for 400. What a small C enclosed in a circle means. Copyright.
You are correct.
Yes. And let's finish out Alphabet Soup. Followed by TH, this letter expresses the ultimate degree. It's an N.
You are correct.
That's right. I'll take the American Revolution for 400. King George called this ambassador to France the most dangerous man in the colonies. Ben Franklin?
You are correct.
Yeah. Logic worked. American Revolution for 500. Pamphleteer who coined the term Sunshine Patriot. No, this I don't know. Oh, Thomas Paine, of course.
You are correct.
Alright, so Gary's at minus 100. Historic names for 200. Empress Sophie the Great didn't sound right, so she changed her name to this in 1762. Catherine.
You are correct.
Yes. Biology for 2. LBJ's hound dog or Darwin's ship? It's a beetle.
You are correct.
Yes. And I'm looking at my camera now. We're at 9:52. It takes me to 3,400. Well, we'll go ahead and stop here for part 1. And I'll see you guys for part 2.